Maxine, nice to have you in the championship. What made you come along and race with the boys?
Basically, I just wanted to give it a go after a few track days and experience day at Bedford Autodrome. Did pretty well, so I thought I might as well just give it a go. Joining with Dad and Stu, my brother and my dad. So let's see how I get on.
So the car's about to head out onto the grid then for the first race of the 16-round season in the Miller's Oils Toyota MR2 Championship. On the second row, it's going to be Stuart Nichols, who was second in the championship last year. The lights are on, they're out, and away we go at Donington Park with this huge grid. 38 cars qualified here, making their way around Redgate Corner for the first time. We're on board with Stuart Nichols now. Oh, bit of a smoky lock-up there from Rob Wells up in front of us. That gives Stu Nichols more momentum. He goes through to third place. Through the crane as they go then. This is the on-board shot from the back of Stu Nichols' car. There's number 17, Maxine Nichols. He's having a little battle there with David Rowe. On board here with Mick Nichols now. It looks like that's the 83 car of William Gallagher up ahead, or now alongside, because Mick Nichols is later on the brakes. Nichols is going to try and do it again though, again on the brakes, this time for the Goddard hairpin. And he's done it, he's gone through. Nichols in second, Jim Davis in third, and there's nobody else in sight. That is how big the advantage is of Davis and Nichols over the rest of the field. Here's the view from on board with Maxine Nichols. All problems ahead for somebody. Who is that? I think it might be David Rowe that has spun. Going off as well is number 42. Absolutely inseparable, but Stuart Nichols has got the inside line, which surely will count for something here. But Jim Davis comes back. He's got the cut back on the inside line. Harbour wins, but they're side by side as they go over the line for second position. They are inseparable by the timekeepers.
Yeah, do you know what? The race isn't over until the very, very last turn of the wheel.
And it's not Matt Palmer on pole position. He was pipped by Mick Nichols, the margin just 5/100ths of a second. Mick Nichols then, the father of Stuart Nichols, who was second to Matt Palmer in the championship last season. Mick himself finished 15th in the end. He'll be pleased with his qualifying performance here at Brands Hatch today, but because Stuart Nichols is attacking him around the outside into Paddock Hill Bend, but no, he couldn't make that work. Stuart will be keen to get ahead of his father just as soon as he can. We're looking on board the rear view camera from Mick Nichols' car. You can see that Stuart Nichols still not through as forward. Stuart Nichols still unable to find his way up onto the podium, get ahead of his father Mick. Where heating and bathroom supplies entered machines. Well, they go side by side. Stuart Nichols dives through on the inside of Surtees.
Those 4, 5, 6, 7 laps were so fraught. Like racing your old man, it's meant to be fun. It really wasn't fun because he was dogged out there.
Having a great view of this is Stuart Nichols. On board with him we go. We can see out the back of the car. We can see what Stuart's doing at the wheel, and the square heating and bathrooms number 88. Stuart Nichols there in 5th place. Here's Mick Nichols then, saying he is making up some places. Let's see if we can make up another. On the run up towards Camp Corner, Nichols is going to get it done surely. Over the line they go, more or less side by side. Nichols jinks to the right, jinks to the left through Craner curves. Second place goes to Stuart Nichols then.
Stuart coming home there in second place once again, just like race number 1. How was that for you?
It was much better having a leading in for the first lap or so.
We're sitting on the 11th row of the grid with Maxine Nichols ahead of this first race of the day. The revs are rising, the lights go out, and away we go for 13 minutes plus 1 lap of racing. And he's a bit later on the brakes, and he goes through into the lead, and with a bit of elbows it's Stuart Nichols that tries to be in second place. Mick Nichols having a look down the inside. He goes through at Brook Chicane, on board with Maxine Nichols now. Maxine in her first not quite full season of racing. She's not done all of the races, but she just did one off at Silverstone last year. She's out in one of the Roadsters. Lights go out and away we go then for 13 minutes plus 1 lap of racing. There you can see Stuart Nichols on the left hand side of the shot. It's Palmer leading, Stuart Nichols, son of Mick, in second place. It's Alex Knight in third position, and in fourth place it's Jim Davis. And then Stuart Nichols is trying to make a move here around the outside of Matt Palmer as they go into the Vale. Oh, and Nichols has lost it there, and he spins, around he goes. He's still trying to regain control of that car. He's finally got it pointing back in the right direction. There's a spin for number 29, Martin Fahy. On board we go with Nichols. Oh, and there's a bit of coming together already, and that's Nick Jones that Nichols has unfortunately collided with. So then you've got 27, which is Trainer, 88, which is Stuart Nichols, who's been on the or in the top 6 11 times out of 12 races this season. Just Nichols tries to make a move down the inside in car number 88 then on Alex Knight. Nichols, the 35-year-old from Ware, a TV cameraman by occupation. Good start there by Stuart Nichols. Can he get ahead of Matt Palmer into turn number 1? They're side by side as they go through. This is on board with Mick Nichols, who was on 10th on the grid, right in the middle of the field. Tim Heron, number 5 up ahead. The blue car, he started 7th. Now somewhere up ahead, you'll be able to see what happened to Matt Wallace in the number 72, the grey machine. He spins, didn't quite see how. Everyone managed to avoid him though. On board with Stuart Nichols in 3rd position here at Snetterton. And look, they're almost overlapping the 2 leaders up ahead. Jim Davis in the red car on the left-hand side of your picture, now tucking back in behind the race leader, the blue car with the green trim of number 1, Matt Palmer, the reigning champion. But now it is 3 cars to the lead. And look, Stuart Nichols there is gesturing to Jim Davis, and I think he's saying, well, let me through and I'll have a go at him. Maxine Nichols, well, she's improving with every round of the championship that she takes part in, which is great to see. Climbing up the order, and that number 17 striking black and pink roadster. Stuart Nichols flashes his lights. He's happy with 2nd place. And
The end of this season then looks towards next year, and what prospects you got looking forward to?
I'm definitely going to be back. I'm going to be back in the same car. It's this was the 5th season in this car. I've got to go for the championship next season. And with the car that the guys at Road give me and all that, it's just been super fast, super consistent. I couldn't have asked for any more.